I'm taking a big risk, and I'd like to tell you about it. I'm also getting ready to visit family down south, so hope you don't mind me packing at the same time as talking, just in case I don't want to miss my train. Between passing out, temporary blindness, redundancy, finances, high stress, and 3 failed apartment sales, it's safe to say I needed time to externally look at my situation and figure things out. That's why I haven't uploaded a video for a few months. I've been restructuring my life and ruminating on my next move. The conclusion is very exciting, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so clothes, camera, everything else, all good. Here we go. For over a year now, I've been trying to sell my apartment, and long story short, everything you can imagine could go wrong has, and as a result, I've ended up with 3 failed apartment sales, a bucket load of stress, and both time and money wasted.
Hey. Oh, I'm good.
How are you?
Yeah, man. It wasn't raining when I jumped in the shower. Pulled out the house.
Watch the river here. It's good. It's like the. Wait a second. You got heated seats.
Oh yeah, it might be here.
I thought I'd piss myself. Hey guys. Yeah.
So how does this affect my YouTube channel? Well, researching and attending viewings for new places to move, buying boxes to start packing, downsizing, disrupting work days and filming schedules to hold viewings. All this over a long time is actually quite stressful, for me at least. And trying to jump back into filming around these things, I don't find it that easy.
Don't hold it in, because then it just accumulates. You'll think you're okay, because you'll have a chocolate bar or you'll watch a show and you think you're better. You're just kind of pushing it aside, avoiding it, because you've got day-to-day life. You get this big amount of stress on your shoulders, this big weight that you haven't dealt with. So then it can hit you in the face like a ton of bricks.
I guess it can bleed into other aspects of your life. It's that when you're in that state of unknown, like when you don't know when you're moving out, you don't know what's happening. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna grab this.
It's like taking the time to cook a delicious roast dinner. If you're American, think of a Thanksgiving meal. There's so many individual elements and you try to have everything ready at the same time, and then when you accomplish this, imagine someone takes it away from you before you have the chance to even taste it. I've worked with the same company for the last 6.5 years. However, due to recent changes, we agreed on a mutual redundancy. I've made great and lifelong friends there, and of course I left on brilliant terms with everyone. I signed the papers last month, and by the time you watch this, I'll be unemployed. It's very weird for me to not have a job because I worked part-time doing a paper round when I was 13. That was my first job actually. And I've always worked part or full-time since. But the past couple of years, I found myself in a place where I wasn't really challenged. I wasn't growing or improving. I was too comfortable and found this was affecting me outside of work too.
In the challenges is where you grow as a person. If you're in an environment where you're unhappy, that can easily creep into other areas of your life, and life is challenging enough. I don't think everyone loves their job all day, every day. I think that's completely unrealistic. But I think if on the whole you're enjoying it, I think that's important. And I think if you had that much negativity for 7, 8, 9 hours a day, however long you're working for, that can't be very good for your, soul.
I've been slowly gaining stress and becoming unmotivated in other areas of my life. And despite trying, I haven't been able to see many people and have been spending a lot of time alone. I've also been traveling less, only took a half-day holiday in 10 months, and was struggling to work on my YouTube videos, which I adore. It's a shame, as more often than not, an incident occurs that incites change. Rather than evaluation and preventative measures taken before something becomes overwhelming or even dangerous. The stress from the apartment, work, demotivation and loneliness slowly built up during the past 12 months and hit me all at once. I was trying to figure out a way to film this to make it exciting or interesting, but adding B-roll to the section, it just comes across as kind of weird and cheesy and disingenuous almost. So I'm just going to tell you. So not too long ago, it was a particularly stressful day at work, and I think maybe one of the sales fell through on the apartment. And I came into the front room here and sat down on this couch, and I started to feel a bit foggy, like a little bit warm. So I started to try and meditate, but it didn't last very long. So I wear an Apple Watch, so afterwards I checked my resting heart rate, and it'd gone up to 122 BPM. And what happened next? Basically, I started seeing like this sort of dark fringe, like this vignetting in my vision, and it slowly moved towards the center from the peripherals until it was completely dark and I was completely blind. And I just really started to panic. Like naturally, I guess, like most people would, I think. And then I went really warm and like tingly, and then I passed out. I came around roughly around 15-ish minutes later. I called 999, which is the UK's accident and emergency line. And I went to hospital, and it turns out that I had high cortisol, and my blood pressure, although it's not high all the time, it was like temporarily high. And that, I can't remember how they worded it. The blood pressure basically cut off oxygen to my brain and to my eyes, my ocular nerves, I can't remember. And that explained it. It was like a little blip, a little stressful period, and I didn't even realize and see it coming. And yeah, it was really freaky and really weird, and I didn't like it. Not that anyone would like it. But it did make me realize that there was no doubt about it at that point. Work wasn't working for me. And stressing out about things that were out of my control was just pointless and only causing me harm. So I took some time to reconsider my situation, reevaluate what's important to me, who's important to me, remember what my passion is, on what and how I can do something that brings me fulfillment whilst also helping others. So, what was the result? Well, like many things, the answer came to me whilst using a public toilet. I've long dreamt of the day I could be a full-time content creator. Yeah. It's a goal that's always been achievable, but always really far away. I even coined a phrase in my Creator Journal newsletter that my dream for a while now has been to wake and create. And that dream starts today. Clothes, camera, everything else, all good. Here we go. Again.
Ciao.
What a journey. So I've flown out to Vienna to meet some fellow creator friends for the first time and to celebrate my birthday. Thought I'd take a quick pit stop in this cool park, although it's looking a bit windy and a bit cloudy, so we're going on a hike later. I'm hoping it's going to be okay.
Hey. How are you?
Good.
Hey.
Nice. So many people.
Yeah.
In real life, I can see behind you.
We literally just arrived today.
Literally, yeah. Like,
And then off to a mountain.
let's do it, man.
Awake. Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
So I sold some shares, took some money out of savings, and added to the redundancy, I've created a 12-month financial runway. Instead of creating videos on evenings when I'm tired, or at the weekend at the expense of going out or actually seeing people or making plans, I'll now have 40 to 60-ish extra hours a week to really create the best videos I can make. I can put all of myself into it, giving it absolutely everything I can.
Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.
Is this risky? Yes, of course it is. Will it work? Will it become financially viable? There's no way to know. But what I do know is I have a chance right now, and I'm gonna take it. I don't know, I don't want to live a life of regret. You know, I don't want to look back and think, what would have happened if I just tried? Because it's in the unknown where we learn the most valuable lessons. I think it's in the unknown where we grow the most.
If you feel safe in the area that you're working in, you're not working in the right area. Always go a little further into the water than you feel you're capable of being in. Go a little bit out of your depth. And when you don't feel that your feet are quite touching the bottom, you're just about in the right place to do something exciting.
So that was the quickest I've ever gotten off a flight when it's landed, but Dan plays in about an hour-ish, so let's see. Hi, dude. Got 2 tickets on the guest list for Aiden Belazar.
Great.
Thank you, brother.
Good to see you. You enjoy?
Yeah, bro, it was great.
Hello, how are you? I'm rather sweaty, I'm sorry. Thank you. You well? You good? Wicked to see you, as always. Such a good show, dude. See you soon. Take care, mate.
A package from YouTube creators. Oh, I know what it is. Perfect timing.
My next video is already filmed and coming out soon. If you'd like to support me over the next 12 months, you can do that by simply watching my videos. I mean, also like commenting and sharing, that's going to help me grow as well, so that's kind of cool too, but only if you think it's worth it. And that's it. I think YouTube gives you a silver play button when you hit 100,000 subscribers, which is, I can't even imagine that. But for right now, I'll take this one for hitting 1,000 subscribers. And you know, I couldn't have done it without your help, so thank you so much. And this is to the future. But for right now, it's a good place to be, and let's see what happens.
Chasing after your dream is a privilege that not everyone has, right? So it's very important to understand that it is a privilege, so you put in the effort and the work required, but also understanding it's not a solo sport. It's important to surround yourself with people who can put you in a position of success.
People like this guy.
What?
No, I'm good at high five. No.
I thought you were going to compliment someone.
I couldn't have said it better myself, and I can't thank you enough for being with me on this journey. I feel like I'm finally being myself. Like I've found my true north, a direction I want to go in that enables me to help myself and help others, whilst having fun along the way and learning and growing and taking a risk in something I believe in, something I believe can work. I'm not sure what the future holds, but I know because of you I'm not in it alone, and your support means the absolute world to me. Yeah, I don't know how to God, it's so cheesy, but it's so true as well. If you'd like to say hello, say hi on Instagram or TikTok, or here on YouTube. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you again, and ciao for now. It's time to wake and create. Other than that, thank you again, and ciao for now. Did I just wink? So weird.